When Jesus sits down on the mountainside, he looks out over humanity and sees us, a motley crew that is following him. From our own perspective, we are struggling, divided, sick, grieving, stressed out, anxious, and fearful. Jesus does not see us from this perspective. He sees us from the perspective of God. He sees our spiritual identity. In the Beatitude, Jesus teaches us what he sees. Jesus looks at us and sees our inner blessedness. When we know we are poor, weak, and struggling, but that we are rich in God, we are living in the world as God intended. We are living in the kingdom of God. When we are grieving because of events that destroy life, because sin is constantly tearing things down, but we know that this is not our ultimate destiny, we are comforted. When we are tempted to violence, but we choose not to retaliate, Jesus sees that we will outlast the violent and we will inherit the earth. When we seek justice, when we seek a better world, Jesus sees a blessedness that will not be denied. When we show mercy, when we forgive each other, Jesus sees a blessedness that will heal relationships, a blessing that will spread from person to ultimately include us all. When we continue to pray, even when it is difficult and dry, when our hearts turn to God for communion, Jesus knows that this will allow us to see God's activity in the world. When we make the effort to establish peace at home, in our community, our nation, and in our world, Jesus sees us acting as God's children, and he knows that God will grace our efforts. When we act in all of these ways, when we provide an alternative structure for our social life, we will threaten the alienating ways of the world. This will be met with resistance and even persecution. But Jesus knows that we are representing the kingdom of heaven. As goodness unfolds in the world, it inevitably attracts evil. Evil knows that its day is over, so it spins out of control, uttering every kind of evil. These are the death throes of evil. So it is time to rejoice and be glad. The prayer of Jesus is coming to realization. The greater God's presence, the greater the resistance. We therefore will always struggle to live out our spiritual life in the tumult of the world. We will be constantly converting as the opportunities arise. With grace, we will rise to meet the challenge.